okay to be there, you know, they got their medals and stuff, they did well, and then they wouldn't take their step down, you know, like we were all like, they called us up there and we tried to get up there and they were all fucking standing there still. Like doing their chant and shit, like they had won the tournament.
Oh wow.
And it was totally fucking weak, you know, like that's pretty much like, I mean, we've all been to Sweden, we've all hung out with those guys, guys, you know, so hang out with us when they come to San Diego, and it was just pretty weak that they just wouldn't accept it, you know.
Hey, I feel that's very unsportsmanlike, especially for comrades, like you said, you travel a lot together, you play a lot together. It's like, hey, look, it goes one way sometimes. This time it went this way.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, the call was made on the field, and then, I mean, just kind of shitty that they acted that way, you know.
Now, explain to me what happened from taking off from essentially right before it went down. What was your role, and what were you doing at that time?
Well, game started, and it looked like, I mean, from where I was, it looked like there was just massive carnage, you know. Off the break, we lost like 2 guys. Davey worked his way behind me to get back onto the Doritos side to kind of like plug up the hole. And I went to the car wash and was just trying to kind of put a lockdown on the snake and pop over the top to make sure there wasn't anything crazy going on the Doritos side.
Right.
You know, one time I stood up and I saw like 3 of them walking off. So
you knew
I kind of figured that we had, you know, evened the score a little bit.
Right.
And found out what the G count was and found out that we were up 4-on-3.
Right.
They had the snake. They had snake 2, the back center, and the snake corner.
Okay.
And we still had 4 guys. We had the snake corner, the car wash, and Davey was on the Dorito side.
Right.
I think he was in that little popsicle stick.
Right.
And we had played the field so many times in practice and kind of been in that same scenario a lot, you know, and we knew we were up on bodies.
It always comes down to the snake anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So one thing that Alex and I had done in practice a lot of times against a bunch of different teams, and had it done to us as well, you know, it was like kind of just a basic move, is kind of like the bait and switch, you know. Alex puts in the back center guy, who's the only guy that can watch over the snake.
Right.
I run down the highway, bunker the snake out, and when the center guy picks me up and he turns his gun like this away from his bunker, exposes his gun, Alex is already shooting at him, you know. The guy has to put a hit on me.
Right.
So then Alex just, you know, is already shooting at that guy, just puts a hit on his gun.
Right.
Usually it's good for 2 kills, you know?
Right.
And then we would only have the back corner guy left, and it would be, I would be dead, but Alex, BC, and Davey would still be all alive, you know? But, I mean, what happened was I went and got the snake guy. He wasn't even looking at me, so I shot him, got mowed by the back center guy.
Right. But that was okay.
Yeah. I went down to the ground. All the refs, from what I could tell, every ref on the field converged on me to make sure, you know, I mean,
that you were actually
it was like there was a lot of tension right then, you know, and it was kind of like the tension breaker. So all the refs were like, okay, this is going to be, you know, a crucial call. So they run in. I mean, I was hit, I was signaling that I was out, but still all the refs were around me. I look in the Joy Division backfield and it's just 2 Joy guys, no refs at all, you know. And I can hear Alex screaming and pointing at Sebon in the back center, like, I hit him in his gun.
Right.
And I knew that's what he was supposed to do, you know?
Right.
And I just see Sebon crouched back there, like,
and you're like, how
you know, like I'm getting away with some shit, you know? I mean, Alex called the hit, but there was no ref back there, so there's no way of telling until he left the back center and he had orange shit all underneath his loader, like where he had hit his gun and sprayed up, and he only got the gun part off, you know? And he knew it. I mean,
very CSI.
CSI. I mean, Alex called him out on it after the game, and he was just like, you know, he was obviously pissed about the call, about the final call. So he was just like, you know, fuck you or whatever.
Right. Oh wow. And they obviously showed that when they got up on the podium and you got a spot. That was their way of saying, kind of fuck you too.
And then the breakdown after that was that Sebon stayed in. Carl Scandal was still in the corner. It's 2-on-3. Should have been a pretty fairly easy breakdown still.
Right.
Then we lost a guy, and then all the chaos ensued. I mean, by then I was in the dead box. My hearing was pretty much gone because I got shot in the ear so many times. I couldn't exactly tell what happened.
Oh, because on your way into the snake, you got shot in your right ear.
Lots of times.
Right.
But I mean, that didn't really matter. I just looking from afar, I mean, I couldn't tell what the hell happened, you know?
Right. But as far as you knew, you're part of the plan between you and Alex for you to go in and bunker him.
Well, that worked.
To leave, that part worked. So now let me ask you this: how do you feel about it now? I mean, you know, when you see these guys again, will it be like a a revenge kind of a game, or will it be like you guys are just assholes?
I'm sure it will be for them.
Yeah.
I mean, however they acted after the tournament, I'm sure they were hot, you know.
Right.
I mean, it was only like half an hour after the thing was over, so I'm
Right.
sure they were hot. I mean, it was pretty weak. I know Magid really well. I'm a really good friend with him, you know.
Right.
And I respect him a lot. And I just thought it was pretty weak how they acted when the tournament was up.
Right.
But I'm sure that the next time we meet them, you know,
It'll be all professional.
I'm sure it will be, you know.
Right.
I mean, there's still going to be this little
A little
riff going
tension,
on,
but
you know. But
they're going to realize what actually
I think it'll be
happened.
fine. I mean, it's a call. It's a very crucial call, you know. I mean, it was for us. It was for the season.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
what we were fighting for, you know.
Right.
And I mean,
They were fighting for $10,000 more.
Yeah, I mean, you get some, you know, you win some, you lose some.
Right.
I mean, it's happened to us. We've lost a tournament on a call or a lack of a call.
Right.
You know, and you know, I mean, it definitely seemed like the game was decided on a ref's decision.
Right.
But then when you have teams that are closely matched and a lot of money on the line and a lot of intensity,
Right.
that's the way it's going to turn out. You know?
Right. Right.
So, I mean, I feel like we beat them. I feel like we were cheated before that chaos even happened.
By the
back center guy.
Right,
If a ref had been back there, it would have been game over right then, you know. But then it had to come down to the bloodbath and the snake, and I mean, I guess you could say karma or whatever. We ended up getting the call.
Good thing nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
Good thing nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot.
You got it, man.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
You get that? All right, let me just get you. I'm having to do a tag. Just get you know, Yosh Dynasty. You're watching This Week in Paintball on exhale.com.
XL.com.
Yeah. The show is This Week in Paintball on exhale.com.
My name's Yosh. I'm on Dynasty. You're watching This Week in Paintball on XL.com.
You get one more, and so when you say exhale, just kind of do this for the X.
Okay.
Because it starts with an X. Okay.
My name's Yosh. I'm on Dynasty. You're watching This Week in Paintball on XL.com. One more.
Yeah, just so we get the paintball again.
My name is Yosh. I'm on Dynasty. You're watching This Week in Paintball on XL.com.
One more.
Yeah, feel comfortable.
My name is Yosh. I'm on Dynasty. You're watching This Week in Paintball on XL.com.